attend the party last night. Here A wants to know the reason of not attending the party last night, so that's why he starts his question with why did you not attend the party last night? B, because I was sick. So the reason of not attending the party last night is because I was sick. Another example, why did you leave your job? So A wants to know the reason of leaving the job. Why did you leave your job? B, because I found a better one. A nice reason, right? Okay, now we'll look at another one. The next one is what. So what is used for thing. So if you want to know anything, you should start your sentence with what. For example, what are you doing? B, I'm reading a book. A, what did you buy yesterday from the mall? I bought a new pair of shoes. So here A wants to know what B bought yesterday from the mall. So B says that he bought a new pair of shoes. So what thing he bought, right? So whenever you want to know about anything, you should start your sentence with what. Next one is which, for choice. So which is used for asking about choice. For example, which dress do you like? So if you've got a number of dresses in front of you and you want to choose, or you want to ask a question about your choice, so you should start your sentence with which. For example, A, which dress do you like? B, I like the red one. Another example, which mobile do you like? Nokia. Right? So whenever there's a question about choice or different things, you need to select one thing. So that's why and that time you're gonna start your sentence with which, right? Next one is whom. So whom is basically object of who. So whenever you want to know the object, in a question about a person, so you should start your sentence with whom. And basically in English language, people start their sentences who for subject, and if they want to know about object in a sentence, they also start their sentence with who. But you may see some people use whom, some people use who, so that's not a problem at all. For example, whom did you give your books? Here A wants to know that who got the books, right? Whom did you give the books? Whom did you give your books? So you can also say in spoken language, people usually say who did you give your books. This sentence is also right, so it's not a wrong sentence. Whom did you give your books or who did you give your books? It's the same thing. So whom did you give your books? Here I want to know the person receiving the books. So object, indirect object, I want to know the indirect object. B, I gave my books to Aslam. So you can see that whom represents Aslam, which is an object, indirect object. Whom is not subject, right? Whom is indirect object. You can see whom represents Aslam, and Aslam in this sentence, I gave my books to Aslam, so it's indirect object who received the books, right? Another example, whom are you talking to? Or you can also say who are you talking to, same thing. B, I'm talking to my friend. So you can see that whom does not represent I, which is the subject, and whom represents friend, which is the object, right? Indirect object, you can say. Well, talking does not take any object, but it's not the subject, remember that. Now another one is how. Do not think that H comes before in this, and how, HOW, how. So you may be thinking that WH word, it means that first of all we must have W, then we should have H, and then we should have something else. No, it's not like that. You can see the presence of W and H, so it's also a WH word. How for manner, it means that what way, what was the manner of doing something, what was the way. For example, how did he play last week? So you want to know the manner, or how you want to know how someone played last week. So A asks that how did he play last week, what manner he played, right? B, very well. So the manner was very well, he played very well. Another example, how does he drive a car? So you want to know the way he drives a car, right? How does he drive a car? B, very fast. And now we've got another WH word, and that is whose. Whose is basically used for possession. So if you want to know the possession, the owner, if you want to know the owner of something, you should start your question with whose. Basically it's used for possession, the one who possesses something, or the one who is the real owner of something, right? For example, whose books are these? So you want to know the books, about the books, that these books, who's the owner of the books, right? In other words, you can say that who's the owner of the books, right? So you want to know about the owner of the books, so you are starting your sentence like whose books are these, who's the owner of these books. B, Salma's. It means that the books, they belong to Salma. Salma is the real owner. Another example, whose father is he? B, he's my father. So just remember that whenever you want to know the owner of something or someone, so you should start your sentence with whose. And that's it in this tutorial. To solve the exercises related to this unit, please visit my website www.a2zof-english.com, and I'm Faisal Samiullah. Inshallah, I'll meet you in next lesson soon. And till then, Allah Hafiz, take care, goodbye.